Cleveland. It's just a matter of what side of the train tracks you want to be on. For fun, I like fun. Let's do the off-ramp to nowhere. I used to call it the on-ramp to nowhere, but after I rode up here several times, it was like, no, this had to be the off-ramp. As you'll see, you're not going to drive into oncoming traffic. So that's the 5. That's the bike path down below. Those are pretty. It'll be a nice treat if we got skydivers. The little airport here does it maybe twice a day on the weekends. I ride this so often, I've seen them many times, so I have not bothered to See if they had a schedule, if I could time it out. I always enjoy rounding this corner. Always often a dramatic view heading east. You get the mountains no matter what. You know, you're in California when you just randomly ride across the orange along the side of the road. Along the side of the road. I admire these little plants that grow up in the cracks. So often by the time you get to this point, there's no longer water in the river, but quite a bit. Let's see, originally, apparently, well, I'm sure first it was a path, but at one point it was a railroad. Ran along here, and it serves as a land dam to keep the water over here away from the houses over here. That's the airport. Pretty quiet today. Only propeller planes, no jets. So, really not any kind of noise issue. And then coming up here, we got this skate park. Well, I hope I got that, because I'm not even going to presume what the complimentary price would be for what they were doing, but it looked cool. Yes, there's often no water here. In fact, there's usually no water here. But I'll get over the fact the river has water in it for once. I'm so looking forward to all these yellow flowers coming into full bloom, which they are fixing to do. Well, I bet it's going to be a spectacular spring for wildflowers and whatnot. We will ride down there when they've come in, but the Carlsbad flower field, sort of like a big tulip field. Giant rows of different colored flowers. They said it's going to be a good one this year because of all the rain. Yeah, I want to be able to see over the hill before I swing into that lane. I don't believe I've had an actual bicycle accident. I don't think I've ever run into another bike, or vice versa. That's a setup. I wonder if she's seen Easy Rider. That's what it reminded me of. So you can probably see it from this angle. There's this big concrete trench that you can drive a car through. I've seen them drive a car through it. And that's the second backup to keep the water from over here, from getting into the houses over here. So I'm going to do the whole ride for you here today. I normally get off back that way on that bridge. And I posted a ride that consisted of half of this dozens of times, I'm sure. Because this is sort of an extension of my driveway. Any ride I'm going to do, 80% of them start with me going one way or another. And that's why I bought a Kepler. But I had a different ride planned, and then the weather looked iffy. So I just goofed around down at the harbor and the Strand. So I still got some battery. Plus the weather is nicer than it looked like it was going to be. The sun is out. So let's just do the whole thing. Through the magic of editing, I can stick the ride this morning going back down to the beach onto the ride I'll make here when I turn around. Because it is wrong, probably the person who's posted the most videos of this bike path never posts a whole video of the bike path, although there is another one back there somewhere. So I have two dreams for Oceanside in terms of bike lanes and trails. Number one, and probably the biggest priority, is for them to pick up where Vista leaves off and finish the Inland Rail Trail. There's no reason that should not run the whole length of the train tracks between Escondido and Oceanside. But number two, and I don't know how doable it is or whatever, but this river runs way far up. I would love to see another 10 or 20 miles of this running alongside the river. maybe we'll look up and there'll be a car show at the park. So yes, we have this great park up here. We have the skate park. We have the airport with occasional skydivers. And they are building some huge complex which is going to include a surf pool. I so want to be able to watch people on the surf pool from the bike path. We will see. I hope to go up and down this bike path many, many, many times. You would think it would be down at the beach, but I think that's the heaviest bicycle traffic I've encountered on the path today. So this is College Boulevard. Oh, it says so. You don't need me. So that way it would take you up to College. Most impressive cactus. Ah, fixing the fruit. they just added a speed limit, but other than you're not really supposed to be here with a motorcycle. Or a car. I've seen a car up here. I mean, maintenance vehicles, of course. But one time a minivan filled with confused and terrified tourists. They knew they had done something horribly wrong. But you can't turn a minivan around on this thing. Anyway, back to the subject at hand. We're going to turn onto a street because, as you can see, this drops off here. There's no longer the space behind the properties. This is actually a nice little neighborhood. All the streets are named after presidents. And we get back on up here. It's really not bad at all. And I'm sure everyone who's here is used to a ton of bicycle traffic and probably look out for us more than a random block. And you do get this nice view from the hill up here. So to me, this side is more sort of westerny. You got these little fences here, you got the cactus. It gets twistier, it gets hillier. I love this little path up here to the right that I'm going to call it kids. Somebody on their bikes have grooved this thing out. We will not be doing it. Resolved to the fact that I may fall off this thing again and something bad might happen, so I don't want it to happen when I'm, riding up that for no good reason, especially when this part's so twisty. Boy, a lot of fresh growth on all of these guys because of all the rain. Guys, I think that's what you call a group of cactus. So at the end of this, you can go across the crosswalk and turn left and go down that dirt path you see and turn right under the bridge and end up in Guajome Lake, which is attached to Guajome Park. If you do, they have nice dirt paths and more adventurous dirt paths that you can ride on. Look at this tree. It's my favorite tree. I mean, it's scary as hell, but my God, it has character. Also, I think it's poison oak. So this gets very swampy over here on the right when it rains. I've seen the occasional duck.